So the other day, I can probably guess, everybody knows, William Shatner went up into space. This is a pretty miraculous thing. Even though Jimmy Doohan's, some of his ashes were shot up into space, he had a space flight posthumously, which is sad. Um, but he's the first living cast member of Star Trek to have gone into space. More importantly, he's the oldest man to have gone into space at the age of 90. And he got some flack from his supporting cast member, George, slamming him. I guess George just cannot let go of a feud. It seems like William Shatner has, but he hasn't. And to tell you that, yeah, Captain Kirk is my hero, but William Shatner is too. He's had a very interesting and intriguing career throughout all the years that he had. 2 episodes of Twilight Zone, of course, needless to say, Star Trek. I would love to interview him sometime. I really, 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 really would. But I could guarantee that there are 2 words that hardly would ever be said, and that would be Captain Kirk. The other 2 words would be Star Trek, because, and even Twilight Zone, at least that one episode he's well known for, it'd be interesting to talk to him about the other one with the fortune teller. He has had an incredible career, with one season of Barbary Coast, attempting to do a spy-fi western a la the Wild Wild West that didn't really take off, sadly. But he was good in it. Of course, T.J. Hooker, 4 years of that, how everyone knows him. And of course, Boston Legal, where he was on as Danny Crane, and really, really made a character of himself, you might say. And that's just it. He is a character. When they had that show where Fonzie, Kirk, George Fraser, and I have a mail block in the football guy, but they all were going around the world, even though some of it was scripted. Stuff wasn't, and was just so entertaining for those 2 seasons just to watch. And old George, good old William was being that grouchy old self, and he has the right to be. And crossing across and having fun with Carrie Fisher and that spectacular stage show that he put on at the AFI Institute for George Lucas. Captain Kirk meets the Force, you might say. He is a legend. He brought the character of Captain Kirk to legendary status as well. Why I think he is the best captain out of all of Star Trek is simple. Everyone wants to make him out to be this cowboy, just going out there, headstrong, thoughtless. But he wasn't. This is why the triumvirate, and this is before Star Trek was, we have a multi-cast member show. It was actually a Kirk Spock show, and became a Kirk Spock McCoy almost right away. Because he had the humanity and the emotion of McCoy. He had the logic and thoughtfulness of Spock. And their back and forth, which Kirk would carefully listen and take both sides on, almost like the wisdom of Solomon. And from that, go forward and make a decision. That triumvirate, we all caught watching through that show, and how important that was. And William Shatner was able to play that part well as a man who took it. I mean, despite what you might hear about behind the scenes and this and that, he knew how to bring that character forward. But no one can deny that he is a character, whether you saw him on Tattletales back in the 70s, game show, Airplane 2, or National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. He's able to make fun of himself and take shots. The infamous Saturday Night Live, Get a Life. He's willing to go there. He's 90 years old. And this is no offense to you, Mr. Shatner. It really isn't. But I hope that record gets broken. You're no guinea pig. You went up there and showed what a person in their 90s can do now. I hope in the future we can be saying that there'll be people in their hundreds, maybe 200s, who are living in space every day, and it's nothing for them. You're not a guinea pig, but like your character of Captain Kirk, you are a trailblazer, and you are an inspiration, especially those of us who are starting to get older and wonder, kind of feeling how you did in Star Trek 2, or at least your character. Thank you, Mr. Shatner, from the bottom of my heart. Not Captain Kirk, but you have been my hero as a kid, and you still are today. Baron Orman Tagge, wishing you all a great day and live long and prosper.